streaming, and let's get this whole thing going.
Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, folks.
Good luck, everyone. Yep.
Okay, hello, everyone. Hope this is coming through okay. I'd like to welcome everyone to the next edition of the Dischord Pod Draft. Just a sec, let's get the Twitch link set up. Okay. Sorry, still getting the links set up for everyone. Okay. I'd like to see what picks people have here. Is there a way I can do that? The heck? I'm not seeing people's picks, which is not great. Click on player to inspect their picks. That's not great. Well, I know somebody got high perfect Morkant, which is good, but I'd like to click on someone. This had happened last time a couple times ago, but I'm not really sure. Maybe I need to just refresh the page. Okay, there we are. Oh, yeesh. Okay, sorry. So let's take a look with what players I got here. So Burninator has an insanely great start here. What with two great blue elementals. Elfandor looks to have a Grub's Command. That's pretty powerful. Plus a couple fine white cards. Lava Axe starting out with Eclipsed Marrow and Airdew. Way Painter. Wow, double Eclipse Flamekin. That's a good start to the Elementals deck. GLP got a couple nice black cards and maybe can try and push their way into Elves if that's possible. Jimbo, another command, and Eclipse Kithkin, extremely powerful starts. They're really just kind of barreling into the Kithkin sort of environment. Eclipse Flamekin and Burgrid, so Noya is still seeing what their seat will sort of give them. And yeah, Dr. Magi opening up with High Perfect Morkant. So looks like three players sort of are trying to push into this elf, black elf space. Now, Burninator is trying to stick with some great blue cards. The issue is that Elfandor also picked up a Merfolk here. So the way that they're passing is going to be going. Elfandor is really going to want to try and stick with the Merfolk setup, but they're just so whether Burninator is able to really stick with a strong blue deck kind of depends on what Elf passes. But Elf also has some fine red setups in their how things are going. So they they can pivot away and then leave the rest of the table to be okay. Yeah, wow. Dr. Magi really looks set up and ready to go for this Black Elves deck. Sorry, let me... Mitch. Yeah, dang it. Transparent chat, go. Yeah, let's see if that works. Please work. Hide, thank you. We'll see if anybody shows up in the chat. So, yeah, at this point, late pack, and see how this happens over here. Whoops, please. Dang it, this is not good. Show borders. Yes, let's put that over here for the moment. Won't be able to look at the chat for a little while. I have that on the screen, but okay, what's Elf here? Yeah, Elf looks like they're going back into the red kind of deck. So Burninator, not too much for them now. Lava Axe, still getting nice white cards. Wave having to pivot out of their double Flamekin. GLP, honestly, I couldn't give too much of a coherent answer about what this deck is going to really look like. And Kithkin deck looks like it's shaping up okay. Magi not having any good black or green cards to end the pack with, so really going to be looking for them to have a strong elf setup because couple to their left, Jimbo is drafting Kithkin, so they're not going to get any green cards anymore. And I think GLP has some black cards. Yeah, black's really popular at the table. So all comes down to what is opened in the pack too. Okay, yeah, I like the sort of late pickups for Burninator. Elf is just totally in the red mindset. Doesn't really seem like it'll be easy for Jimmo to pivot into anything, so hoping that they can keep their Kithkin deck going. Yeah, I know Dr. Magi opened High Perfect Morcant. I don't know if anyone else opened an Elf Rare. I think it might be... No, I don't think anybody else opened an Elf Rare. I think somebody got the black 1-drop that opens with all of the -1 counters. Oh, okay, yeah, they opened Gloom Ripper, so... No, I think... no, who is it? What the heck? They definitely don't have the double Eclipse. We've got... man, I'm just losing it. Who had the double Eclipse Flamekin? Oh, that was... Who the heck was it? Yeah, okay, that's Flamekin. No, whoops, sorry. That is Wave Painter. Wave Painter had to pivot off of the double Flamekin, but now they're in Elves here. So... had to move off that into Elves, and then 2 other players have Elf Rares, so that's going to be pretty tricky. Think that we are in the review phase here. So, yeah, Elfendor's got pretty good red deck. Yeah, Burninator never had to switch off of any of their blue elementals. They're just kind of feasting. Can't really, I mean, looks like Lava Axe just kind of can stick with this white plan, and I don't think anyone else is really drafting white. I think Egg Palpator's got some good. Jimbo's got some Kithkin cards, but I don't know if they're hard into white that much. Okay. Pack 2, haven't seen that yet. Yeah. Let's decrease the size of these cards a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so Magi is definitely going to stick with with elves. So they're locked in at this point. They got pretty nice elf open. That's wow. So Noya doesn't really have a whole lot of direction. I'm thinking. They can pick up a Gathering Stone and that goes in everything, but they're going to pass Gloom Ripper to their left. And interesting. So Jimbo started out with a kind of Kithkin setup, and now is taking a Eclipsed Elf, pick 1, and then they're going to get past the Gloom Ripper. So whether Jimbo pivots into elves or not is going to really change things. And that, oh, wow. So we basically got 4 players in a row, pack 2, who want to see elves. And that is really great news for, hey, maybe Wave Painter can get back into the elementals here. I mean, they're not going to have any fighting over elementals, but I think the real winner here is Lava Axe, because basically all of those white cards are just gonna flow straight into them. And yeah, Burninator picks up really great blue cards, and that's pretty interesting. So Jimbo, yeah, snapped up the Gloom Ripper. So they are just and yeah, out of this pack, they're just like, yeah, the Defender Manadork just taking that, and so they're fighting super hard. And Dr. Magi is the gatekeeper, and so we can sort of look at what they're seeing here. I'm pretty sure this Deep Channel Duelist is probably going to go just like all the way to the left to Lava Axe, because you've got Midnight Tilling. That's a fine card for these decks. Probably just pick up the Wayfinder. Yeah, Noya. Oh, and Noya takes the Deep Channel Duelist right away. Okay, yeah. So Noya looks pretty set here. Yeah. So regions, Jimbo. Yeah. Wow. Where the heck did they get Burgid's Command pick 4? Could that be enough? So they've got double Burgid's Command here. Is that enough for them to? Yes, they take the change thing here, and they're not committing because they don't take Midnight Tilling out of the pack. They're just happy staying a little bit flexible. Yeah. So they pick Deep Channel Duelist pick 4, but no, not pick 3. So they pick Deep Channel Duelist pick 4. And wait, what the heck? Why do we have so many Burgid's Commands in the whole pod? Wow. Okay, so like, what was these packs over here in the opening must have been so strong, because like there's some really great cards being passed around here still. I don't think that the pack had 2 duelists in a row. Yeah, I think Noya was the only one who got the Deep Channel Duelist, but they picked off a Burgid's Command. I think there was 2 Burgid's Command in pack 2, but Jimbo opened a Burgid's Command in pack 1. And I think, yeah, they're going off the back of the Burgid's Command. So they got Eclipsed Kithkin, Forest Druid, Eclipsed Elf, Wary Farmer, and then basically just sort of giving up on the other elf stuff and trying to play around the Burgid's Command. Other side of the table, yeah, Burninator is just kind of feasting with the blue cards, still getting to them. They can get all the card draw they want. They've got Shine Striker to Clear that. And yeah, Wave has... Okay, wait, you have 2/6 Shrine Striker, and then a couple other left. So they're gonna get, yeah, Kroleth Mystic. So yeah, Wave Painter is gonna Shrine Striker, Kroleth Mystic. They got Ashling's Command. They're like in their spot. Woohoo! Spry and Mighty. Let's go. Magi, Dr. Magi as the elf gatekeeper. So they have Moonshadow, Morcant, a couple cavalries, and yeah, they've got elves. They're doing all right here. So they got a couple good opens, but yeah, they're not gonna a ton of stuff. Pack 3 is gonna be really difficult for them, or is it? No, it's actually not, because kind of those people still kind of moved out of elves. Yeah, so it's just a GLP. So Magi effectively has 3 packs to try and get more elf payoffs before GLP snatches them out of their hands. Yeah, it looks like Wave Painter is able to go back into their Eclipsed, double Eclipsed Flamekin deck. Lava Axe is just sitting pretty in blue-white. Burninator sticking with blue. Maybe they can go off of elementals. Alfendor's got a white red deck, black red deck. Okay, yeah, they can stick with the black red. Yeah, they opened Grub's Command pick 1 and they kept open into enough. So that's, these are not fantastic cards that they're seeing here. Yeah, these are. Yeah, these are not fantastic. Curse Crafter. Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice. You grab a couple of those. It's a good payoff. I mean, like, they're clearly in the deck. It's just they're gonna obviously take whatever pack 3 gets them. But these cards don't exactly like. Yeah, I think they've only got like they got 2 removal spells, so as long as they can, okay, never mind. They got a few more than that. Yeah, like I mean, I think stuff like Heirloom Ante is, and like the Chaos Spewer, like they're just really not looking great. But you can make it work if like, there's clearly nobody else at the table, so they've got a deck here. Check in with the rest of the folks. Am I wrong to be a little, like, kind of a little concerned about Jimbo's deck here? Like, they got an Eclipsed Kithkin, an Eclipsed Elf, and Shield Bearer, but they don't have, like, a huge amount of just, Kithkin load bearers on their team here. Like, they got some shapeshifters, but all right. GLP's just kind of never had to think this whole pack. They've just been elf mode, and okay, no review here yet. No review here yet. That's okay. Yeah, so GLP set in elves. Whatever Jimbo and Noya open will determine what Dr. Magi gets. Lava Axe picks up another air. Oh wow, that's some power right there. Ouch. That's a nice deck. Yeah, double Eclipsed Merfolk, double Airdew, Gathering Stone, and I guess there's not too much removal here. So that's a little bit of a concern for Lava Axe. Burninator picks up Abigail, so just kind of like a good stuff pile here. I'm not really seeing much for them to just pivot into blue-white or blue-black. I don't know about this one. Yeah, so Lava Axe has double Eclipsed Marrow and Noya. Yeah, Noya has Skimmer, Sky Swimmer, but Duelist. I'm not seeing too much. You're gonna have to help me out here. It's, my expertise with the set is a little lacking than I would have expected. Okay, so Magi has Bloodline Bidding. That is good for the elves, so they'll have some setup. Wait, what the heck? Oh no, that's the same pack. Yeah, okay, so it's the same pack here. Noya picks up Blossom Bind. They were really lacking that, so that's good for them to pick that up. Oh, Eclipsed Marrow going to Noya as well. Yeah, there was an Eclipsed Elf going to GLP, so GLP will pick up another. Yeah, that's the Eclipsed Elf that they pick up. Their deck's super solid. They've just had everything. And Noya grabs the Eclipsed Marrow. So there's 3 Eclipsed Marrows in the pod. Glenandra's Answer. Counter all spells. Ooh, yeah, that's kind of interesting. A Mystic Snake. Cool. Yeah, exile. Yeah. Yeesh. So 3 Eclipsed Boggarts. Okay, so that was what Elf picked up in pack 1, I guess. Oh, no, Explosive Prodigy. Okay, so that's not bad. Yeah, Explosive Prodigy. Yeah, Eclipsed Boggart, Cinder Strike. So yeah, Elf's got the red black pile. Elf picked up Blossom Bind. So they've got, it's like a Merfolk deck. It doesn't really have any like of the biggest payoffs, but they've got Gathering Stone, double Eclipse Marrow, and double Airdew. I mean, that's doing a lot of work. Eclipse Flamekin can pass to Wave Painter, so they've got 3 Flamekins, Ashling's Command. Oh boy, that's nice. Yeah, so Wave Painter's got the Flamekin decks back into them. Whoa. Okay, yeah. This has been like one of the simplest drafts for GLP here. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Jimbo's deck is interesting. I'm not really able to see too much of what's going on here off the top of my head. So, do they have an idea here of playing green, white, and black? Or maybe they base green, black, and splash the Burgid's commands? Huh. That's interesting. I just picking up some changelings. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if Dr. Magi is picking up too much of a. I don't think that pack 3 is that is being that kind to them here. Just because of how the packs have fluffed, how the table has sorted out. Yeah, it's like I mean, definitely in pack 1 they were doing really well, and then they just had green and black cards kind of flow to them. It's just really the problem that both Jimbo and Noya sort of got a little bit baited with some good elf cards as well, and then GLP has completely cut them off. I mean, they never had anything had anything else they were seeing. So sort of, and I don't think Magi got very lucky pack 2 with what got passed to them. Even though that none of the players on the left here are playing elves, Magi just didn't get lucky enough to have anything passed to them. And yeah, that wouldn't been every playable black card Elf will have been picking up, so that every playable black card Elfandor would have been picking up to just put in their red black deck. Yeah, how good is Sanar? Yeah, it's like this is like some kind of like value-ish pile. I don't know if they're gonna be playing Abigail. Yeah, I don't think Burninator wound up getting too rewarded in pack 3. See, this is interesting. We've got like 2 Eclipsed Elves at the table, 3 Eclipsed Merfolks, 4 Eclipsed Flamekins, 2 Eclipsed Kithkins. This is an interesting pot. I'll put it that way. Yeah, three Burgit's commands. One of the black red commands. Yeah, okay. Noya's got this deep channel duelist, so that's a really big pull from them, their pod into the Merfolk, because I don't think they can play the Eclipse Kithkin on a couple of the other cards. Yeah, they're just because of the number of like Burgit's commands that got opened, unrealistically, like right between these two players. So yeah, Jimbo was looking like they could have been Kithkin early, but then Noya also picked up a Burgit's command, and then Jimbo also got past the Gloom Ripper. So they sort of got into this green-black space, but the GLP really having the lion's share of the elf cards. Magi really the loser out of all those. Wavepinner's deck. Okay, so we got 5 Eclipse Flamekins in the pod, 4 of them to them. Eclipse Flamekin just basically drawing them Ashley's command every single game. So, okay, let's generate this tournament bracket, and let me see what I've got going on here. All right, just a moment. I'll set everything up here. Hey, everyone. So everyone's finished with the draft at this point?
Yep. That's right.
Okay, I believe that this is the tournament bracket. Okay, so the first ones I'm going to be doing on the streaming will be that is going to be Elfendor versus GLP. If I can have both of you drop over to is GLP not in the call?
No, it's not. Elfander is already streaming in the other channel.
In that case, I'm gonna pass them because I'd like to get both players' hands. Can we do Burninator versus Jimbo?
All right. I've never been on stream before.
Oh, it's gonna be a great time.
Happy to. Yeah, just let me know.
Let's just do room 1, I guess. Okay. Let me make sure that I have my settings all figured out. Mark, just curious, how's the audio levels? Everything's okay? Usually not able to alter those before things get started.
So on Draftmancer, there should be. It's like you see where it says.
Okay, it looks like they're just trying to figure out how to. I think this is Burninator's first time using Draftmancer, so they're just figuring out how to export their deck. So we'll just get started in a moment. Hey, Mr. Wasabi, or Wasabi. We just finished the draft, so we're starting round 1. I've got Jimbo versus Burninator. Draft was pretty interesting. There were some pretty high power level cards. I don't think anyone. I don't think anyone really ran away with the draft too much. There was some fighting, mostly in like the Eclipse cards. There's a lot of Eclipse cards running around things. Yeah, that's we try to. I don't know how much interest there's going to be for the Ninja Turtles. It'd be good if there's enough for that. I don't know how many people are going to say they're taking breaks, stuff like that. Now we do pod drafts on like usually a weekly basis. I don't know. I don't really recognize your Twitch username, but I don't know if you've been in the server before and stuff like that. Because we do tons of pod drafts all the time. This is just one that we sort of like me and Noya try and throw together at the end of the set as like, hey, everybody who's played like the most, try and get like the cool. I'm not sorry about that. Yeah. Yes, we started this like around last year. We've been trying to make it a little bit more consistent and do a little bit more. So if there's a lot of interest for turtles, we'll do one. Oh, I get you. Yeah, but yeah, you should definitely join the pod drafts. I mean, they're great fun, great practice with everybody. It's always a great time. Yeah, sorry for the downtime. Always a little bit to get everybody properly started up. I have to admit I was totally in love with Avatar. That stuff was so great. I mean, universe is beyond. It's like evil and stuff, and I agree. But there's so much flavor in that. I loved drafting it. I mean, I was doing well, so that happens sometimes. But it was just a great time. Just a moment. Yeah. How I do with the streaming is that I have one person on one monitor and another person on another monitor, so I'm able to see both players' hands at the same time for Twitch strat. So.
Cool.
Right on.
All right. Burninator, I'm gonna send you an invite.
Oh, yeah, that's correct. You can talk about it as much as you want in the Twitch chat. They're not being here. I mean, they're in the voice calls with each other, streaming stuff. But that would be pretty poor form if some of them tuned into Twitch chat beforehand. So it looks like Jimbo did elect to go with their 3-color thing. All right, perfect. Let's get both of these streams working. Okay, that's player 2's hand. Very good. Twitch chat here. Bingo, bingo. Full screen. Okay. All right. Let's take a look. So that is a very interesting opening hand. Jimbo starts with 1 land and double Burgood's command. And Burninator has got lands, but like not too much that's extremely hot. But okay, yeah. Jimbo rips second land, plays their mana dork, and we are rocking the house. I got double mana dork here, so they got all their mana figured out. Both players have the mana figured out. And now grabbing another land. So I guess the other issue is that like you have the double Burgood's commands, but like you kind of need targets for them. Yeah, it looks like Burninator's just happy to play at instant speed. That counter spell. Yeah. Yeah, I doubt that. Yeah, they're not going to play Burgood's command here. So what is this going to get? Just going to get countered? They're just going to let that go? I mean, yeah, Burninator just lets that resolve. So just completely icing out the whole turn. Grab their changeling here. Yeah, double Wicker Moss. It's not really what you want to use Burgood's command on. And they have got the what is it? The Aqualart's defenses. So they've got they don't have a counterspell up, but they've got protection ready. Birgit's command here can... no, that's not an instant speed. What am I talking about? Yeah, this isn't getting counted either. So they've just got 3 changelings out, but Burninator's going to have to respond to this grass blade. Well, what turn is it going to be before these Birgit's commands get cast? Like turn 7, turn 10. Yeah, I have to apologize for not like really looking over Burninator's deck too closely before this began. But like, what is actually like what's going on with their deck? Like they played 3 Wicker Maws and they don't really have anything that is gonna change this game around. They just kind of let that go through. Play more druids. They can counter the spell, but yeah, that is going to kind of push things through. Yeah, right. So it really is just getting the Shrine Striker, and I mean Shrine Striker's on top of their deck at this point. I neglected to pick that up before, so there we go. Shrine Striker, woohoo! They are going to draw 4. Or are they? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so Birgit's command plus Spry and Mighty here. Doesn't it? Birgit's. Oh, they're not. Oh, they're not playing it. Interesting. So they're trying to get more surveils out of this. This is I'm not really sure about this. You've got a whole. I mean, they've just played nothing all game, so you know that they've got to be holding up a counterspell, right? I mean, like Burninator's got so much ammo now in their hand. They didn't have too much going on before, but now they've just got plays for days. I mean, Jimbo's really got to push through here. And yeah, you just draw another land here. It's like, what do you do? I mean, like, making a copy of the Grappling it's not even like that impressive, right? Okay, so I guess they can cast a second command here. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, they put the blight on, and they've got a blossoming defenses here. Architect's defenses if they go for the fight mode. And so that the fight mode can fail here. Yeah, and then there's not really. I guess you can still attack with the. Oh, well, you can't attack with any because they've no pump spell mode. I mean, yeah, like this. I think this is clear. You gotta use your. Go spend your turn, right? Yeah, they're drawing 2 cards per turn for a while, but Burninator's got a lot of action here, and they've got unexpected assistance as well. Because now you can't attack. I mean, I guess you can attack with the 3/7, but I mean, or like, can you? Yeah, you because he's got the Spry and Mighty. That's what's gonna make the difference here. Is this just how games in this format go? Like you just get these extreme long like stall moments? Yeah, okay. So oh well that's not great. Spry Mighty doesn't give trample, does it? I don't think so. Oh, this is lands, baby. Okay, so that does gain the trample. So yeah, draw 5 plus 5 trample. Gloom Ripper, Eclipsed Elf. Okay, yeah. I mean, Jimbo's got quite the juice here. Oh my god, they have Mutable Explorer too? What the heck? Yeah, I'm not like this is not an awful position for either player here, but I'm not like I'm not loving the rest of Burninator's deck, right? Like they got the draw 3 Convoke. Yeah, it lands to the bottom. More Surveil. Mm-hmm. Draw 3. Okay, so you got Samar and Stratosaur, but those don't really change too much of what's going on. Yeah, I don't really know what Burninator's long term strategy is in this kind of spot. Mm-hmm. So you get Samar down, and that lets you kind of get more cards, but like they need some kind of like unequivocal kill spell for these reach creatures. Even if the reach creatures weren't there, it's like you're chipping in for 4, chipping in for 4, chipping in for 4. Now that I guess they can attack with like since they can attack with the lifelink here and just like really seal the spider, but it's like a oh controls gets -X. Oh, never mind. That's not good. Totally missed that Gloom Ripper is a removal spell. Yeah, that's and they've got a ton of blockers, but wait, Kithkin gains hexproof? Okay, no, never mind. Yeah, cash in the Wayfinder here. More cards. Oh, yeah. That's juicy. I mean, what, does Jimbo have to worry about running out of cards in their deck at this point? They got like 5 lands on the bottom, I guess, so they'll be alright. I guess they're thinking about the possibility of some kind of trample trick. Okay, so we trade those off. Yeah, lose 2 off Eulogist. Not the best flips. I mean, I guess it's fine. Like there's still plenty more going on in this game here. The Unburial. Yeah, he just grabs back 2 cards here. This is a tricky game. I thought that Jimbo was just gonna completely smash through here, but Burninator's deck is fine playing this longer game. Yeah, Kithkeeper is just, it's difficult for them to attack through. And oh my god, yeah, like they get 5 more tokens. Now I'm completely flipped on this. Like how does Jimbo draw out of this? Like they burn Spry and Mighty, they burn their commands. Like if it was like Gloom Ripper's already like done its damage, so like they don't have any more pump spells and they don't have any more trample, right? I think it's honestly pretty even. Okay, 11. I think the screen just seems to said that I think Jimbo has 9 cards left. I think. I'm not 100% based on what Arena just had. They're going to surveil like with. Wait, I think they have like 8 cards left in deck at this point. Okay, you get flying, so okay. If they can give flying to the Eulogist, then that solves the problem. Yeah, so just lands. Oh, wait, hang on. Nameless Inversion. Okay, this is tricky. So Nameless Inversion is minus 5 plus 5 minus 5. It doesn't. Yeah, it's Okay, plus 3 plus 3. So they've got to keep it open here. I guess the other thing is that if they 3, 4, 7. So if okay, so Jimbo can play around Nameless Inversion minus 3 by putting the flying aura on the Blighted Blackthorn, but that does okay. Now Stratosaur can double block this. So Stratosphere, yeah, it's 7 plus 3. So yeah, no matter what, they can play around the flying creature here, which then I think flips the script back to Burninator winning this out in the long run. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they... this is so tricky. Because I think at this point you have to let the creature go. Oh, okay. So yeah, you burn the Nameless Inversion here. Oh wow! I just realized that. You can just rebuy this card. Okay, well that's a big deal. So I got him off the attack here. 6 turns to go, I believe. They don't want to put the card in their hand yet. Yeah, wait, sorry. That's let me just move the borders on this slightly up. Make sure I can see the deck counts. Okay, so 7 cards left for Jimbo. Oh, Noggle the Mind. Oh, yeah, that's just discards the land here. Yeah, they've got 9 chump blockers. I guess at that point, if they are able to start chumping, then Jimbo can just start attacking with everyone. Because now that they've taken out the Shine Striker, there's a lot of chump blockers. Like let's be real. There's a good number of chump blockers, but all the power is on Jimbo's side of the field here. This is so complicated. This is the greatest round 1 match we've yet to see. I presume that other people will have finished their games at this point. Yeah, so Jimbo's counting this out here, saying, okay, like, can I win without getting my flying trick back? And they have the Mutavault as well. They can attack with that. This is a complicated game. Delay? I mean, this should be whatever Twitch defaults to. It's like probably like 5 seconds or so. Yeah, GLP, GLP, you're not playing, are you? They're still on game one. Like, sorry, but this is all game one. It's been very long. I guess that's true. Yeah, yeah. I would trust Noya to say that. If you lose, then the sort of knocks you out of facing the people. So. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. That's the juice. Let's clean this all up. Yeah, they're not going to blight there. I don't want to. I mean, at least I think so. They what? They. But doesn't Midnight Tilling just kill Jimbo here? And they've got 7 chump blocks ready to go. Tilling cuts this down to like 1 turn. Yeah, you noggle the flyer here. Chump, 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 etc. Yeah. I mean, yeah, this is a lot of chumps. I guess is the strategy here that you just take out you just take out as many creatures as possible. So then you for sure go for the decking. Yeah, I agree. That seems the way to do it. Like you don't want. I guess maybe their plan is that if they get the Everstrike's gift back, then they can just use Kithkeeper to block the flying. Well, they do have Dreamseeker as well, so like that they're on a long-term problem here. Yeah, I don't think giving them back the gift is the way here. Okay, yeah, so Dust Settles. I guess the gift is kind of is kind of a problem that they don't really want to blight their own board here. Okay, there's 4 cards left for Jimbo here. Yeah, and 11 left for Burning. So yeah, the win strategy here. You just erase the board. It's just like the problem is like nothing can actually attack. Because the Stratosaur just blocks the Blackthorn the whole time. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they got still chump blocks. They have to like play around a pump spell, but yeah, there's 2 cards left, 2 draw steps. There's no way to seal the deal. I mean, I guess they're making the attack because like it's the right thing to do, but. that was an interesting way of doing the block, but all right, I guess that it works. It works. It works. Okay. Holy moly. So game one. I don't think either player is sideboarding anything here. I think you just got to memorize what the people's have got in their deck, and just that was. I mean, this is an exceptionally weird start. I mean, let's talk about triple Scarecrow just surveilling and double Burgett's command with like no targets. So, holy moly, what a slow game. This is, sometimes it happens, but. Which Spark? I mean, they might have. Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, what the heck? Why did Burninator live? Wait, Bark of Doran. I'm more confused now. Why wouldn't Burninator play Blighted Blackthorn? You know? You just take their scarecrows and draw cards. I mean, I guess it doesn't really attack too well. Yeah, I don't think that. Sorry, This is what Burninator's working with here. I like the deck. It's got a kind of going on. All right, let's get this set back up. Okay. Jewel plays first. Wow, that's a much better opening. You have a 2-drop. Put player's 2's hand back up here. That's a Scarecrow on turn 2, and it's got a good late game, but unlike last time, Burninator's not going to have the ability to keep up the counter spell and play their big dogs at the same time. So it looks like Jimbo should be able to get a little bit more started here. I just kind of need to not draw a land this turn. Yeah, because Burninator can't play anything here. Okay, yeah, that's not good. So you push 1 damage, you get Dawnheart Eulogist, hopefully to try and cut some life down. Not gonna waste time here. Do they play around the counter spell? I mean, with this, I don't think you can. Just you play it out, menace. So there's no way for Burninator to put enough power on the change thing that'll do it. Yeah, real too slow of a start here for Burninator. They've got their big stuff, but they're facing down too much power here. And Blackthorn, they got to keep the counter spell up for whatever happens, but there's too much to account for at this point. Counter the Blackthorn, they'll get the Flying Fairy. Or is Jimbo gonna work around this? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get that countered. I mean, like that. Honestly, that's fine. You get Abigail here, but you really needed like one more. Or did you play the Shine Soarer? Block's okay, but I think if they tap out for that, then Burgett's command just blows this whole board up. Oh, another Blackthorn too. So yeah, they've got this coming. Yeah, send it. Also, shout outs to Lost Caverns of Ixalan table. Go, my soldiers, end this game. Okay, yeah, so Burninator can still play the Shrines or Shrine Striker here. But then they can just give flying to the Menace Creature and set things back. Yeah, they've got draw card. They got draw, so they got Glenelyd's Guardian, which will put another flying blocker on the field. But I just might be a little bit too late. Yeah, cash that in. Grab the cards. Ooh, Sonar. Okay. So that'll allow them to... I think, yeah, that will allow them to double spell here. Now it looks like, Burninator just barely is able to stabilize, maybe. Because the Jimbo doesn't have enough of a board to blight and keep rebuying the flying trick here. Three, four is stats. Yeah, it's like, what are you drawing here? Yeah, it's like, are you gonna like hit this out over like four or five turns with just one flying creature? Like that's... Maybe they can play the grappling first? No, that's too expensive. Okay, that's pretty big news. Okay, yeah. It's not getting counterspelled, but this is a second flyer. Yeah, their hand has so much juice here. Oh, it's like, So if you get them down to 2, put the word there. Oh yeah, second card per turn. Glenelyn the Guardian. Oh man, yeah, it's it may just be Jover. Because all they got to do is play like the Mana War here, play Blossom Bind. I mean, that what a selection. See, they got Blossom Bind, Noggle the Mind, Rhymekin Recluse. That's just crazy. Yeah, lock that one down. Just keeping the board small is all that they need. Yeah, so I got the tilling here. I like the menace attacker, but I mean it's not really. Yeah. So Jimbo's plan here is to blight their. Oh, they can't blight the blackthorn, and try and make the chitinous graspling fly, but then just the Kithkin is just too much damage here. Okay, yeah, an Eclipsed Flamekin here, drawing even more action. Five mana left. They can play Abigail here. Yeah, it's just they just have to deploy their hand here. Okay, yeah, they can play both. Or yeah, wait, what? Are they? Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, and Jimbo just kind of hitting with not much. They can probably another Kitchen, but like the Burgard's command? No. Yeah, Sprine might be one of their better pickups here as well. Okay, so yeah, they've got it's like they've got kind of a clock, but then just Kithkeeper will be able to Kithkeeper from Burninator's side will be able to sort of stonewall the flyer offense. Ooh. Not a great pickup. Aqueduct's defenses and Wild Unraveling. So, I mean, you can get hexproof, but you just play the Kithkeeper. I think that will seal the deal here. Yeah, I think that's like 3 turns of just kind of nothing drawn for Jimbo. So, and yeah, Recluse, just brutal. I mean, they can't get an offense started here. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Wow, what a grind out there. I mean, Burninator's deck totally shocked me with the power level there. I was not expecting them to be able to hold against defense that well. So what a slog. What the practically went to the decking. Like that was pretty crazy. All right. Oh, let's bounce back from that and see about the next round. We can get started here. One moment. Alpha, Alpha, are you double? Are you double streaming here? Is the direct challenge? Okay. Hey, that's all right. Well, let's we get the bonus stream here. Elfendor's adventures in their arena direct challenge. Looks like they've just started here, sadly. Oh my god, they're that's unfortunate. They've got this going on at the same time. Whoops, I gotta take off that. Yeah, loving this interesting deck here. Prisma Basher. I mean, let's hope it just doesn't go for a million years. Oh, another Senar. Oh, that's pretty brutal to see. Ah! Oh man, that's so unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know if Elf's gonna have a way to. Yeah, okay, so they bop the Sanar, but yeah, okay. And they're just gonna have to deal with this Celebrant kind of chilling the whole time. Now, what the heck does this Prisma Basher do? Power buff gives to Abigail, I guess, but oh, that's not great. Oh wow, Prisma Basher lost harder than I thought. And yeah, the trample is the difference maker here. Able to just squeak by just enough. No, I like the attack with all here. I like closing this game. What? Holy moly. Well, that's pretty nifty. It's looking grim for the opponent. Let's see what they can top deck out of here. Oh, Gloom Ripper. You're the GOAT. Coming through with the last second. Right. Hey, nice stuff. Well, great to see. All right. I presume Alphator will be able to play their real match now. Oh, my gosh. Well, good showing, I suppose. Okay. Wait, Painter, I'll get that stream going up on over here. We are almost ready to go. Pull that up. Bingo. And let's get started. Okay. Round 2. Elfandor versus Wade Painter. So I believe Wade Painter had the 4 copies of the Eclipsed Flamekin. Yep, there we are. Oh boy. 3 copies. Okay, so 3 copies of Eclipsed Flamekin and Ashley's Command and Opener, but with only 1 land. I agree with him to mulligan that. So this time, Flame Braider, 3 lands, Sky Swimmer, and Eclipse Flamekin. That's a great opening. Wow. Because they basically just have Flame Braider to cast their entire hand. Let's turn on the player 2 hand. I don't hate bottoming that here. And Elfandor with their black-red goblin decks, not really too much going on. I mean, just they've got they've got double red mana. They really need to draw lands here because this Flame Baiter is just gonna obliterate them with the mana efficiency here. So you play the Flamekin here. Reveal, Ashley's Command. Copying the Flame Beater. Oh yeah, nice. Okay, they draw the swamp, so Elf's still in this. But I mean, do you play the Eclipse Boggart here? One moment here. Don't worry about that. Okay. So they play the Eclipse Boggart. Yeah, they grabbed the Curse Crafter. So they got Curse Crafters. But yeah, now with Guildweaver making, that's a lot of that lets put give Wave Painter some bodies here to kind of work with. Oh, I guess I should say some. What is it? Some stats to work with. Yeah, you make a treasure token with that, and I think you can just play the Flamekin here. Yeah. More gas, more gas. Oh, well, we might have a few more nice calls here if the Flamekin can find another Flamekin. Oh, yeah, Eclipse Sunkin, Omni Changeling. Well, that's not so bad. I mean, their whole deck here is pretty juiced. Yeah, just grab another Flamekin. Yeah, they gotta take off that one drop, not doing anything for them. All right, Tweez is okay, but they're locked on black mana here, so they're totally choked out, and they just can't play their hand efficiently. Oh my god. Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate because Alpha's just unable to get anything started. I mean, they've drawn like 7 cards here and just get one swamp among them. While Wave Painter's just able to go Shine Striker into Ashley's Command. I mean, that's just pretty crazy. Go Gadget Mole Drifter. Pricks up a Noggle the Mind. Just yeah, if Elfindor manages to like put anything together, they've just got a Noggle ready for it. And I think it's just Ashley's Command is at the waiting. It's just a matter of time at this point, I think. I guess I'm okay. It's sort of real. I guess I'm still trying to figure out all the different interactions. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's like the problem is that, like, Wave Painter doesn't need Ashley's Command to just sort of be taking over the game. They just kind of have too much action. Yeah, okay, so we got Flaring Cinder and Flame Chain Mauler. And honestly, like at this point, I think you just gotta take the Menace Creature, right? You know, get some stats on the board, yeah. Yeah, and it's not like there's bad cards waiting on the bottom. Like there's still some juice there. Yeah, I don't think you need you need like Flaring Center to keep drawing more cards. Like you're in a good spot here. Okay. Now we got the juice. Oh boy. Cora Zealot. Yeah, so you can just like let the Ashling's command rip here, right? I mean, you only take 12 damage at most. Yeah, I think you just take 12. Yeah, you take 12, you grab another Flamekin? Oh, it only deals 2 damage. Oh, I see. That's the... Okay. That's my bad. I'm still... I mean, I have to apologize for everyone. The fact that I've just not seen enough of this format yet to make these kind of this accurate calls. Okay, 2 pings. Grab another card. Okay. Stats are on the board. It's again we're like sort of it's like sort of in like a value grind stall stalemate, but Nog of the Mind plus Seer should handle the Curse Crafters. I think that'd be my read on the situation. I guess it's like, okay, just drawing 2 cards and copying Koraz Zealot. Yeah, that works fine. You get to grab another card off your library. Big creature. Can you play the Korath Mystic here? Okay, just build the biggest board that they need to. Huh. I guess that sort of limits like the wombo combo potential here, but I mean, yeah, it's like I don't. Unfortunately, I don't think that Elf's able to get out of this with just without drawing their like their Grubs command, because they've just got Wave's just got too much value going on, and they could just remove the Curse Crafter. Yeah, they're just continuing to trade off their attackers here, I guess. That's the plan. Yes, the model mine works there, I guess. It's like it does work, and Prodigy works here, but it's just like I would have just I've expected to use Seer to take out the Curse Crafter and then just kind of go to town, but I don't know. So it all works. Yeah, take out the Mauler, make sure that can't get its menace thing going on. Yeah, but yeah, Seer plus Evolving Wild Seer just means you can just start going to town, attack all with the gang. Seven, 8, 9 damage coming through. It's fine. Now Tweeze, make sure that they keep their creature alive here. If you have the opportunity to use both removal spells if they like. I do like the 3/4 in this kind of spot, but okay, so those are some. Oh, looks like I just might be a little bit too little, too late. This is a 4/4. Oh, never mind, 6/4. So we can try with a 6/5. But Seer just bops it right away, and then I think you're just smackaroony here. Trying to just make sure that they have some follow up here, hit the Seer, and turn the team sideways. Yeah, just thinking things over carefully. Yeah, okay, here we are. Yeah, they've got a chump block the 6/5 here, unfortunately. But I don't know if they. I mean, yeah, it's like I guess the hope is that they get like Grub's Command if they discard. Gives them 2 draw steps to see it, but even then they've got the triple Eclipse Flamekin, so that and Mauler with Menace here, so I think this is just looking like a snack wrap for Wave Painter. Yeah, and this is just atrocious luck for Alpha, unfortunately. That's pretty unfortunate. I mean, like they starting off on mana screwed, and then just like 4 turns in a row of Wave Painter just value, picking it up. Yeah, so is the goal here to just kind of like go more to the faster low to the grounds? Like, unfortunately, like Wave, Elfindor doesn't really look to have like too many. Both players don't really have too many options in how they're going to sideboard this. Okay, so it's on 2 removal spells and 2 removal spells and a Glutton Grub's Command to start things off. So removal is there. The problem is Wave Painter's got Flame Raider on turn 2 again, and just Flame Raider is just totally gonna let them. Yeah, okay, that's true. You know. Hit that, deal some damage. Yeah, removal here. And they're able to pick off the Flamecaster as well. Basically, yeah, Collective Inferno. Oh, okay, this is it's pretty interesting. Yeah, I got Splitter Gang. It really put the denial of the mana really has allowed Elfindor to sort of be more in control of the match here, because they can have as much mana and as much value as they want, but Wave is going to have to deal with a 6/6, and I think Alpha's just able to take the 3 damage every turn, and then they're going to be doing just fine. 5th land, Grub's Command time. Yeah, make the copy. Double 7/7s coming through. Yeah, it's like I'm trying to think what Wave Painter's like best draws in this situation are. It's like the command, they don't have enough mana to cast like the shrine sprite. So they just gonna have to like keep jumping every turn. It's like, sure that Alpha's gonna keep taking a big chunk of damage, but they've also got removal spells ready for potential blockers. So I don't really see Wave Painter. I think they're going to need to draw. I don't think they have a Blossom Bind in their deck. That'd be an answer to the Gut Splitter gang, but and when Elf's able to start off on the front foot like this, they're able to smash through a bit. None of these blocks line up at all. So they take 14 here, but then I think the combination, yeah, so 14 damage now puts you to 5 life. Any Gutter Splitter gang is lethal. So I think the double removal spells will clear the board. I think if you make this trade here, you have to chump the other God Splitter gang. Yeah, this they might have just ran out of time, and okay, so Ashley's Command, but it's like doesn't actually like solve the long-term problem here. And now you're just at way too low of a life. You don't have enough creatures to deploy yourself to deal with these 6/6s. Like even like Void Prodigy, it's not gonna change the situation here. Yeah, now their hand's just way too slow. And yeah, Bog Slither plus Cinder Strike will seal this unless they're trying to play around a Hexproof. Yeah, bop that. Choosing to clear the board first. Wise. Doesn't need to go for the broke just yet. Plays around the counter spells and protection wisely. And just Eclipsed Flamekin, they do have 6 mana, but even if they grab another Eclipsed Flamekin, it'll be too late. The second removal spell will bop it out of here. Yeah, and that's a concession. Okay, on to game number 3. Nice work. So, yeah, the early removal spells plus the absolute truckload of damage coming in off 2 of the gang. Yeah, and they had a second one in the sideboard, but it was really just getting it off Ashley's Command was the key here. So, it's like even then, the Wave Painter still had so much value in their hand, but just not enough time to deploy it. So if they just don't have Elf here get off to like a blazing fast start, like if Elf doesn't really get like a Curse Crafter on turn 2, it's gonna be pretty tough for them to come out in the long game above a Wave Painter's mega value. A Wave Painter just ships it straight back. They're ready to go. They're ready to rock and roll. Yep, and not changes much for Elf either. Turn these off in the opening. 1 land. Yeah, shipping it back. And 2 lands and Flamekin. Probably ditch the Noggle the Mind or the Ashley's Command. Yeah, they're ditching Noggle the Mind. Good choice. Okay, let's get this on. So starting off, Elf has. I mean, they have a creature on turn 2, and they've got Eclipsed Boggart, so they're doing okay here. Wave Painter gets the Flamekin. For so many, they're just looking for lands here, so they can keep the long term going. Okay, so they got Guildweaver, Eclipsed Flamekin, Mountain. Honestly, like out of yeah. Oh, interesting. So they're going for Eclipse Flamekin here over the land and the 4-drop. I mean, you have an Eclipse Flamekin already, so it's like I don't think it's too much of a benefit to grab your third. Yeah, the Sizzler. Yeah, what they really just need here is land. They'll have to just grab a land here. Okay, yeah, choice will be made for them. I guess that's a good point, Noya. Like they're not in any rush here. They're doing okay. That's fine to take 4 here. No, okay. They've no need to take the damage. They've got plenty of stuff going on. Okay. So they can't play the Sky Swimmer here because of the land situation. Just another Eclipse Flamekin. Keep it going. Heisman's Bone Club Berserkers. It hits like a truck. Yeah, okay. We got 3 lands and a Kolrath Mystic. I mean, if they take Mystic here, are they thinking to try and like triple block this Berserker? It's interesting. So they're gonna have to take this turn off. They're still choked on blue mana. They're still looking to draw their 6th land. Oh, and Grub's Command here. Oh, this is not good at all. So yeah, so with Grub's Command, they can just this is okay. So they make a copy of Bone Club Berserker, turn them both into 6/4s, give a +1 to the team, and there's 7/5s. Make one of them 8 power. And that sounds pretty great. I'm trying to play around a counterspell is the only thing, but they haven't like they saw a lot of a Waves deck. Wow, that's a draw 0. Yeah, I don't think I see your argument here of Embrace plus the Eclipse Boggart, just so you push more damage next turn. But I think that like just with how this game is going, I think you have to. I think it should be something to be considered to just put as much pressure on as possible, as fast as possible. Because if you grant haste to the team there, they're either double jumping, in which case you're kind of just winning in a few turns, or they're taking 7 and taking 7 here. 7 plus 6 is just like you have to start changing your defensive plays at that point. I can see the value of doing Boggart plus Embrace on that turn. I don't see the upside of doing the potential draw off the goblins. I mean, like you know what deck you're facing here. You just gotta smash. El Boggart. Yeah, Curse Crafter. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, hit Tweeze now on the Eclipse Blogger. No, not even. So, yeah, now it's just too much damage. Yeah, but you still got to chump here, clean some damage up, and then like at command doesn't like do anything here. Yeah, that's kind of what we've been here. Yeah, I mean, like its best thing it's doing is like making a copy of one of your creatures and drawing 2 cards, but like their entire deck is already drawing them like 50 cards. So who needs more cards, eh? See, I think if Wave had like some Blossom Binds in their deck, I think they'd be fine to play here for the long game. But I just don't think they have any way to deal with like a creature with more than like 6 power. Their hand, like if they had drawn like their 6/5, they're in that situation. Like it's just too much power on the opposing side of the field. And Boxless Embrace just bops that thing anyway. Yeah, again, I understand, like you want to play around if you're in this winning position, you want to play around everything as much as possible. But we haven't seen like any protection or any protection spells or anything from Wave's deck, so. Yeah. Going for broke. Yeah, now it's time to rock the house. So yeah, you draw 2 here, but then like you draw 2, but then nothing happens. Am I correct? You still. I think this is just locked up. Because yeah, they cast the Ashley's Commander even if they make a copy of the Mystic. Okay. Yeah, they make a copy of the Mystic. No, because one of the Mystics gets exiled, and that's tapped now. Okay, yeah, so that's just locked up. Okay, GG's. Wow, that's surprising. I have to. I mean, look, this happens frequently enough in our podcast, but I have to hand it to the Goblins deck here. I mean, I was a complete doubter. I didn't believe. I didn't think it would have any chance, but bam, smashes through it just like that. What a win! What a clutch there for Elf. That's great stuff. Okay, perfect. Let's get started for the next round. Okay, this is Elf versus Lavax Burninator. Is that still going? Oh yeah, it looks like Lavax Burninator is still going. Okay, let's see if we can jump in on that. Hey, if you guys are still going, if you guys wouldn't mind streaming, I can put this one on. Oh, perfect. So tight game still here. Game number 3. Yeah, we got the multicolor madness Burninator here. Okay, yeah, they're exiling the Sanar. Stops the gas from flowing for a little bit. They still got to deal with Glen Islenda. Yeah, I think that just might be what we're in for. Okay, they're just choosing to play out the beast. Draw time. Yeah, you got one turn here. We got Burnator doesn't have their Lavax doesn't have their hand up, but I believe they've got the Merfolk deck. I think they're the ones with the double Eclipsed Marrow. Man, this Shrine Striker is just like a super Mole Drifter. Is so great. Ooh, it's not over yet. Or is it? I think you can just Blossom Bind that, and it is over. Hey, well, that's how it goes sometimes. But hey, we got to see Erdu. Hey, woohoo, great. Send it home. All right, what a fun finish. You get a little preview of what's going on. The Burninator Brew, the Scrappy Goblins. I'm interested. This is actually gonna be a sick match. Let's make sure I got this figured out. Alrighty. Elf, you didn't start another thing, did you? Oh, okay, phew. All right, I'm loving it. Finals of the Dischord Lorwyn Championships. Let's see it. This is not how I expected not how exactly I expected the pod to turn out, but here we are. Yeah, it's good timing. Good timing, week one. Good to see you around. Double check, make sure everything's muted. Don't want to give any information away. It always has me so paranoid. Appreciate y'all for being here. Good sound. Elfendor up first. We've got I mean, it's like keepable. No plays until like no preview until turn 4. And oh man, it's the classic Burninator turn 2 play, the Wicker Maw. Another bottom of the removal spell. Okay. I like it. Doesn't need it with 2 ones in hand, needs some action already. Oh man, Tweeze on the Wicker Maw. This is just perfect. I'm in love with this. It's brilliant. Yeah, Island, send that to the grave. next removal spell, he can use the Blossoming Defenses on the Wicker Maw. Oh, it's a shame that you tossed that Blossom Bind. That was literally the perfect answer to this. Kind of might be kicking himself for that one. But lose 3 life, lose 3 life. That's okay. So at this point, he'll have to activate the Noggle, I think. Or does he go for Krub's Command? Oh, okay, ready to attack. Yeah, yeah. Noggle it up. Bonk. Changeling. Maybe you Cinder Strike here? I don't think so. It's just Wicker Maw. What? Oh my god, this is crazy. I mean, yeah, you gotta use that. Oh, this Wicker Maw is blocking the whole deal. Oh my god, this Wicker Maw is too strong. Oh, that's unfortunate. Top deck. I mean, this Bogart means it's not like it's a big name card anyway. It doesn't do anything. I mean, so at this point, like, are you Grub's Command like draw 5? Yeah, yeah. All right, all right. Draw 3. Oh man, that's so much juice. And he sees what's coming. I'm not sure, man. That might be you. Oh shoot! I think I've been on mute this whole time. God. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh man, that's brutal, and it was like hardware muted as well. I apologize for that. I've still got a lot to build in the routine. So yeah, what a game so far. The removal spells flying and the protection spells buffing stuff up. It's very interesting that you look at the deck composition here, and it turns out that like Elf is the one with the value hand that just keeps drawing and drawing and drawing everything they want. It's the prankster. Maybe they're able to hold on here, but they really need another creature to join the party off the top from Burninator. Yeah. Yeah, Eclipsed Bogart. See what we got. Okay, Wretch, testing the waters. More power on the field. Oh, that's pretty unfortunate. I mean, they can counter whatever's on the field, but just they're dead in 2 turns. They can't play Explosive Prodigy because it just dies to the Vogart. Smackaroonies. Get this countered. Yeah. Yeah, very good. Kind of spell that, but even then they get to still deploy the Glutton. And I don't like. I think have they burned the Ashling's Command? I think so. Yeah, another counter spell. That's just gonna wrap it up. Because yeah, Prodigy. Yeah, that's just a wrap. Okay, that's game one. That's so surprising. Like the goblins, especially with that kind of hand, I would never have expected that. They had no creatures until turn 4. Yes, they dropped the cut splitter gang, even though it was doing so much work. It's so much of a liability against. I mean, they saw the Blossom Mine in the grave. Like they just can't they can't have that. They just drop the gangs and kind of send it back. Yeah, Burninator trying to figure out what like they can try and splash for here. If it's like worth to play more counter spells. I mean, like, yeah, like they have Shrine. I mean, I it's honestly like a little bit confusing to me as well. I guess it's like seems like would do some work, but they know much more than me. Okay, not a bad start for Elf's hand. Burninator's got to ship it back and wind up with some good mana. Yeah, so it's not a bad setup that they've got here. Yeah, bingo. So Darkness Descends. Oh, yeah, that'll hit the Goblin wide board pretty juicily. Yeah, first may make the Wayfinder, draw the card. Not really something they want to use a removal spell on. It won't be the Boggart here. Grab another land, sure. I got the second Swamp for Darkness Descends in hand. Keeps a Lender available. Yeah, just tack in here. Take that. Berserker, here we go. That will resolve. Yeah, now that just kind of neuters Grub's command here. Oh no, yeah, second, yeah. So Glenlender's answer in hand as well. Man, that is some juice. But no fifth land really is going to damper like the offense here. Because if all Burninator needs to do every turn, basically from here on out, is just keep a counter spell up basically every turn. They are going to take 4 off this, so Well, okay, yeah. Now that I'm thinking about this a little bit more, it's like okay, giving him a spell to counter beforehand allows Burninator to survive a couple more turns. Actually, I think you just need the bodies here, like trying to go for some kind of chooses to let it resolve. they're gonna trade this whole board for the Berserker. Oh no, that just gets hit with the Seer. No, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Center Strike is an instant. Yeah. Yeah. Now Grub's command is free to work here, but a 2/4. Yeah. It's a lot of juice. Okay. Yeah. That makes a little bit more sense now. I can. Yeah, now Glenlendra's ready to counter. Huh, yeah. That does work pretty nicely. Okay. Okay, yeah. You counter that, and now we're in good shape. Oh, I mean, like now they've still got the Goblin Curse Crafter. Huh. This is an interesting game, to be honest. Like it's unclear. Yeah, I want to use a removal spell while Glenlendra's not on the field. Now the Darkness Descends can clean things up, but it's not really what you're looking for. With 4 more cards in hand, they kind of have to make this a little work for them. And then, yeah, Eclipsed Boggart is just going to draw more action here. It's pretty nice. So Sanar, the land, and Summit Sentinel. These Goblin Curse Crafters just really embarrass so much of the these mass damage. Like 3 toughness. Oh, 3 toughness. That's a huge number. Yeah, you just try and like cash out the Darkness Descends here. I mean, you do take a lot of damage still. It's like, but like, what other options do you have? Oh my god, yeah, like take 3 damage, you only kill 2 creatures, you get this back. Oh man. That's brutal. Now the life total is just really nasty looking. This wretch has been doing so much work. Yeah, so like they have to keep Glenelendra like always available here, but like you can't hold off just creature after creature after creature. Now you put the Boggart out. Yeah, at this point you don't even you don't have to attack with their Curse Crafters anymore. You just you have to remove the Curse Crafters off the field. And I don't know if Burninator has anything that'll make that happen. There's like even the Blossom Bind, like it. So you can take Boggart and play Boggart here, and then they're even more trouble. Like it's not about how many blockers they have. It's just the fact that they're able to just throw goblins at the enemy. Oh, I mean, and also the fact that, Grub's command is also just gonna pump the team. So yeah, Sanar shows up, but it's like a little bit too late. Because 3 goblins moving in. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So that means you can. Yeah, you just blight. You blight off Glenalendra. Yep, because you force the Glenalendra to pop the counter spell. Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, so get that, and then Grub's command. Yeah, at this point, if you just make a copy of Wretched Wretch. Huh, maybe I'm miscounting things, but I think yeah, you just have to carefully count the mass out here. I think copied Curse Crafter will end things because yeah, you have to block the Wretched Wretch. Okay, yeah, if you destroy that, yeah, you're fine here. So you take 3, you have to block Wretched Wretch. Yeah, you can't block the 2/3. All right, well played. Got that figured out. Bingo. Wow, what a what a finish. These Curse Crafters are just so premium. I mean, that's the thing about like these these drafts is that like if you know how to draft all of those kinds of archetypes, you're gonna totally feast on things. So 2000, but it's a lot better than 2000 being named the set champion of the Discord pod draft. I think that's a lot better. So big W for Elf. Nice work on these. Yeah, like interesting decks people had. It was interesting to see that the fighting between the Elf decks and stuff like that. And we'll see if we can keep these all going for the rest of the formats. If there's enough interest in Ninja Turtles, we'll try and put one of these on. Hope this all went well. Haven't been as much active this set, so I couldn't offer as much insightful commentary, but I really do still appreciate Noya, especially for stepping up with this and organizing everyone's scores and keep spreading the word around. Thank you all for joining this. It's been fantastic to be here. Hope y'all have a great day, and I'll catch you next time.